Hello everyone and welcome back to another day of Road to VGC Worlds 2016. The battle spot got reset, so yesterday we got 2 wins in the Spanish video. We're up against a Japanese player, the guys who always kick our butts. And we're up against an interesting team with Cofagrigus and Swamperts, double water Pokemon, which is something very rare. Kangaskhan, but doubly weak to Venusaur, so Venusaur will probably be the MVP here, unless he doesn't bring any of those Pokemon, which means Heatran has a good time, Landorus has a very good time, my Rotom has a very good time. So with those 3, with that core, I'm pretty comfortable here. So let me finish writing Rotom, Swampert. There's also the possibility of Mega Swampert, Togekiss, Heatran. I definitely expect that Cofagrigus to be ally switch, so I'll try to make some predictions based on that. And with that in mind, I actually do like Scrafty here a lot. Probably more so than Landorus actually. So I'm going to lead Scrafty and Rotom with Venusaur and Heatran in the back. Let's see how we do here. I think the defensive core in this team is very good. Rotom-W right now in the format does amazing. Mega Venusaur is only really threatened by Salamence when you have double Intimidate support. Milotic is something to consider, but can't really touch Rotom-W or Mega Venusaur even at +2. There's a Heatran and there's Cofagrigus. So there is a potential Will-O-Wisp coming Scrafty's way. I am going to switch Scrafty out for Heatran here, because there's no reason for him to Earth Power. And I am going to Hydro Pump the Heatran slot. If he ally switches, that's fine. I still have the cover of Rotom. Bringing in Heatran versus Heatran when I don't have Shuka Berry is very threatening, or very risky, I would say rather. And my opponent just goes for a Trick Room, so I definitely didn't expect that. And now we're in a tough spot. Going to protect my Heatran. I could bring Scrafty actually. I'm going to protect Heatran. And does he ally switch? Do I make the plays? Going to Hydro Pump Cofagrigus. Please show me the ally switch. If he protects, that means no ally switch. There's the ally switch. Yes! I knew it. I knew it. There's the Earth Power, which gets protected, and the Hydro Pump connects. Perfect. Second turn of Trick Room, Hydro Pump brings down Heatran to a very low damage. Cofagrigus isn't doing too much in terms of offense, so I'm going to bring Scrafty back in. And now I'm going to Thunderbolt the Heatran slot. He might predict me to predict the ally switch once again, so he might not ally switch. He could also disable, that's why I'm using Thunderbolt. He could also Will-O-Wisp, but I don't think he would Will-O-Wisp the Scrafty slot. There's a Fake Tears against Rotom, no, against Scrafty. So I am Assault Vest, but if I had been Sugar Berry Heatran, he would have taken me out. Even with the Fake Tears, that did nothing, and now Heatran is down, which is perfect. And there's only 2 turns of Trick Room left, and I have a Fake Out available to me right now. We've seen Trick Room, ally switch, Fake Tears. So does that mean no Will-O-Wisp? I am going to Fake Out the Togekiss and Thunderbolt the Togekiss. If he protects, that's another turn of Trick Room burnt, but my opponent has to be offensive because he knows he needs to do some damage. I'm guessing that's Dazzling Gleam. That's Dazzling Gleam Togekiss. So what I'm going to do here is switch Scrafty out for Venusaur, because I don't think he Fake Tears that slot. And I'm going to bring Heatran in, or protect Rotom. I think I'm gonna protect Rotom. Next turn I will bring Heatran in. It'll be interesting to see what my opponent does here. He could Ally Switch once again. He could potentially Will-O-Wisp. He could go for an Air Slash and Scrafty. That's something I didn't consider. Goes for Fake Tears on the Scrafty slot. So is he going for Dazzling? Yeah, there's the Dazzling Gleam at least. So he predicted the Protect. That was pretty good. Doesn't do too much damage though, and Trick Room is over. So with that in mind, I'm going to Sludge Bomb and Thunderbolt or Hydro Pump. I don't want to risk any misses. That Togekiss is probably going to Protect. We saw him do it the first turn. Dazzling Gleam. But actually what I'm going to do, yeah, I'm gonna Thunderbolt, just because he might predict me to, or he might predict the double up and not protect Togekiss and want to Air Slash Venusaur. And that would take it out at -2, and that's probably an offensive Togekiss. So I don't want to risk that. If it comes to that, I can simply switch out Venusaur. Oh, he goes for Ally Switch. That's fine, because I Sludge Bomb the Cofagrigus. I Thunderbolt first. I hope that's not a fast. Nope, it's not fast. So going 1-on-1 was the perfect strategy. If I had doubled up, it would have been the exact same result. Since he didn't protect. I wonder why he didn't try to set up Trick Room once again though. Swampert comes in. So that pretty much means the game. I can Giga Drain. Actually, I'm going to Leech Seed the Cofagrigus, and I'm going to Will-O-Wisp. That could be Mega Swampert actually. I miss. There's the Leech Seed, no Protect from Swampert. I expected it to Protect, but I'm not threatened at all. And I was, wow, that did a lot of damage. That did too much damage. And now Venusaur is gone. Crap. Uh-oh. Now that is worrisome. Because now I missed the Will-O-Wisp. Wow, my opponent got right back into it with that. I definitely over-predicted there. Now... yikes. I'm going to knock off the Swampert, and I'm going to Will-O-Wisp the Cofagrigus. He might Ally Switch. No Ally Switch. So Will-O-Wisp, we'll see what item my opponent has on Swampert, because that did a lot of damage. He Scalds. Okay. That's fine. Hopefully no burn. No burn. Swampert is faster though, which sucks. I take out the Citrus Berry, which is perfect. And I am Fake Tiered. Wow, that did a lot of damage. Yikes. This is really tough. Should have Will-O-Wisp the Swampert actually. Cofagrigus is not a threat. I'm going to Drain Punch and Hydro Pump the Swampert. I don't think he protects. Nope. Ugh, but I missed the Hydro Pump. He Scalds again. And Cofagrigus is probably going to Shadow Ball once more. What I basically want to do is put Swampert into Earth Power range from Heatran. But that miss might cost me actually. But he goes after Scrafty, that's perfect. And that was a crit. He probably predicted the Protect from Rotom. So that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. And I don't want to Drain Punch once again in case he Ally Switches. I'm going to Knock Off and Protect. because once Cofagrigus goes down, Swampert can't touch Rotom, and Swampert can't KO. And he did ally switch, so I knock off KO. I didn't Drain Punch, I don't think. No burn. I did predict. Oh wow, no, never mind. But that's fine. Cofagrigus will go down. So yeah, this was a very confusing battle with the ally switches, but I will still win it. I guess the Earth Power did so much because I had fake tears on Venusaur, right? So now all I have to do is Drain Punch and Hydro Pump Swampert. Eventually a Hydro Pump will hit and there's the forfeit. So 7 for 7, guys. 7 for 7 with this team. I guess playing defensive is my style, perhaps? I'm not facing the super highest rated players, of course, but I did recently use this team to win the semifinal of a match against probably the best player in Colombia, from Latin America, in a very, very nice series. It is commentated in Spanish. I don't know if by Thursday the battle will be up on the channel, but it was definitely a super intense battle, and I lost the first one, so yeah, it was very difficult. Okay, so Landorus, Thundurus, Banette, so probably Mega Banette. I can't believe we're both using Mega Banette. Heatran, Abomasnow, very interesting, and Hydreigon. So I don't think I like Landorus here. I definitely like Scrafty though. Scrafty does amazing here, and so does Heatran. If I can get Heatran behind a sub, that would be pretty amazing. And I think that's what I'm going to lead here. My opponent probably leads Banette to Mega Evolve, potentially. I do like Mega Venusaur though. Mega Venusaur is a really tough Pokemon to take down. And I like Rotom to counter the Genies, but I don't love it. And it doesn't do particularly well against the others, so I'm gonna have Landorus in the back. We'll see how this goes. Can we make it 8 for 8 this week? Can we make it 8 for 8? This would be doing wonders to our previous rating. We would be closing in on the 1700s, but let's try and make it as far as possible with this team this week. Yep, there's Landorus and there's Mega Banette. So what I can do here freely is fake out and substitute Frisk, my assault list, and my leftovers, but as long as I get a substitute here, I don't even care if Scrafty gets burnt. So I'm gonna fake out and I'm going to sub. I might be underestimating Mega Banette. It could potentially be an offensive version. I am using purely support. And there's Hydreigon. So that's a problem. It obviously has Earth Power. There's a fake out, no protect from Mega Banette. There's my substitute. What does he do here? Will-O-Wisp onto Scraft. Yeah, makes sense. Now my Drain Punches aren't threatening. I am at -3, which really sucks. But any damage is good damage, right? What I can do here is Drain Punch and protect, because I think he obviously goes for the Earth Power onto Heatran. I wish I had Heat Wave though to catch that Landorus on the switch. Will-O-Wisp, Heatran protects, and the thing is my opponent can Earthquake and Earth Power next turn. There's the Earth Power. Wow, onto Scrafty. So very awesome predict from my opponent. Why would you want to get -4 Scrafty out of the way? I don't know. I guess my protect was very, very obvious. And I'm not faster than either of my opponent's Pokemon. I think I'm gonna let Scrafty go down here, but Mega Banette is definitely an issue here. I don't want Venusaur taking an Earth Power and an Earthquake. So what I want to do here is knock off the Landorus so that I'm potentially faster than everything with my Landorus, and I'm gonna switch Heatran right away despite having the sub onto Heatran. I don't know any of my opponent's items, but I'm definitely very behind in this game right now. Very behind. I do Intimidate. Hopefully that's a Scarf. There's the Earthquake. And I really expect the Earth Power as well. The Earthquake plus the Burn should take down Scrafty. No. There's the Earth Power, which doesn't affect me. There's a knockoff onto Landorus, which was Choice Scarf. So now I am the fastest Pokemon on the field for sure. He is intimidated. He can switch attacks. But I'm just gonna knock off and probably Rock Slide or U-turn actually. Gonna double up on Hydreigon here. He withdraws Hydreigon. I don't know what Landorus wants to do here. Obviously not going to Earthquake once again. Potentially Rock Slide, which might not even take Scrafty out, but it will pass to the Burn. So I'm gonna bring Venusaur in. Removing that Choice Scarf might not have been the best decision. Oh, he U-turns. So yes, Earthquake and U-turn. Did he target my Landorus? I think he did. So we're both playing super defensively. I am in big trouble though. I really am in big trouble. I do get a knockoff onto Banette, which does insignificant damage. He went after Scrafty though. I didn't notice. So Scrafty goes down. That's fine. Now I'm going to bring Landorus and hard switch right back out onto Heatran. And I'm going to Sludge Bomb the Hydreigon here. I don't want our prankster Will-O-Wisp onto Landorus. Going to hard switch. He might predict that. If he does, good for my opponent. But as long as I get that Hydreigon out of the way, I should be pretty okay, I believe. Venusaur could also carry us to the end, as it can Leech Seed stall, but if Venusaur gets burnt, the Leech Seed might not be enough to carry us home. There's a Will-O-Wisp, activates my Flash Fire, so my opponent is playing super obvious. Draco Meteor, will that take me down? I don't think it does. Oh. A critical hit ends our run. That's definitely Choice Specs though. That is Choice Specs Hydreigon, 100% sure. Oh. The critical hit ends the dream. It really does. Do I even bother substituting? Because I might be able to survive one Earth Power. I do have flinches on my side, but I will be burnt. My only chance is if Will-O-Wisp misses. He withdraws, of course. He is Specs, obviously. He brings in Landorus, or not. Wow, he brings in a Bomasnow. So I guess that's his sacrificial lamb. My only chance is if Will-O-Wisp misses. Wow, Banette protects. Okay, I'll take that. I don't miss a Bomasnow. And I don't miss the Heat Wave. I think I would have rather missed the Heat Wave, because now Hydreigon just comes back in right away. Guess I should have used Substitute, but I didn't expect my opponent to play so conservatively this turn. He knows I'm locked onto Rock Slide, I guess, or he would assume so. I can't survive a Choice Specs Earth Power. I obviously can't. So I need a flinch. I definitely need a flinch here. Gonna Heat Wave and Rock Slide. I'm relying on flinches now. Disable, so I don't have flinches, never mind. That's good enough for my opponent to win. Yep. Pretty good. The flinch, the crit prevented the Sludge Bomb, which could have potentially taken down Hydreigon. It could have poisoned it. And I'm just gonna forfeit. Unfortunate, but my opponent played amazingly, and hey, I don't get to showcase Mega Banette, but my opponent showcased Mega Banette really, really well. Good game, and that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We are now 7-1 this week, which I guess is pretty good, and I'll see you tomorrow in Spanish or on Saturday in English. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.